He was afraid to look out the window.
I think of an account related a long while ago by prison warden Kenyon Scudder. A friend of his was riding on a railway coach across country with a fellow passenger, a silent fellow, never said a word. But after a little time, the two engaged in conversation. The passenger said that he was an ex-convict, free on parole after long years in federal penitentiary. He was returning to his home. He revealed to his companion that his actions had brought disgrace and heartache to his mother and to his father, to his community, that the years in prison had been long, that his parents had neither visited him frequently nor had written often. He hoped it was because they were too poor to travel and rather uneducated with respect to writing. But then he revealed that he had written a letter to his mother, and in the letter he said, "Dear Mother and Father, next Tuesday I'll be free on parole. I'll be taking the train which comes by our home. If you feel, Mother and Dad, that you have it within your heart to forgive me, if you feel that the townspeople could forgive me, if you feel that I could rebuild my life in our own community, would you give me a sign? Would you tie a white ribbon to the old apple tree which stands barren this time of the year next to the railroad track in the lower pasture, and I'll come home. But if you feel it would be best for me and for you, if memories are not sufficiently dim, that I should continue on westward and rebuild my life under a different set of circumstances, place no ribbon in the tree." And then he said to his companion, "In about 5 minutes' time, the engineer is going to sound the whistle of this train, indicating the approach of the bend which leads into the valley where our farm is located, and that old apple tree is going to come into view. I don't think I can stand looking. Would you trade places with me and watch for the tree?" The two traded places. A few seconds passed, and then there came the sound of the whistle, and soon the acceleration of the train as it moved into the valley where the boy called home. And then there came from the lips of that young man, that repentant sinner, words which were punctuated by sobs. He held his face within his hands, and yet he cried out, "Can you see the tree? Can you see the tree? Is there a ribbon on it?" The other man said, "I see the tree. I see not one white ribbon. I see dozens of white ribbons. Why, there's a white ribbon on every branch of that old tree. Son, someone surely must love you."
To learn more about the miracle of the white ribbons, a story of forgiveness, go watch the full video.